Hey, what is up everybody? Epithemy here, and this video today was suggested in the comments by ProwlXLive, and I'm sorry if I just butchered your name, but I'm assuming that's how it's pronounced, and he wanted me to do an in-depth video on some things that could be changed in CSGO to continue to improve the game. Alright, and if you haven't already, then definitely be sure to check out my other in-depth videos about view models, crosshair size, and crosshair styles by clicking the cue card up in the top right hand corner. Now, if you all enjoy this video, then definitely be sure to hit that like button. 10 likes would be awesome. You guys are always killing it with the amount of support you guys are giving me. It is so amazing. I can't thank you guys enough, and I appreciate it so much. We're at least killing the 10 like goal by 10 more likes, which is absolutely insane. So with all this being said, we're just going to go ahead and jump straight into the video. Now, the first thing that I feel can be changed in Counter-Strike to improve the game would be getting 128 tick servers. I know this is always a huge complaint amongst people and probably one of the most controversial topics out there. Now, the reason why it's so big and so controversial is because 128 tick servers will make the game better in so many ways, with registration as a whole, just even hit registration, just so many things, and the game will feel so much smoother and so much better. Now, 128 tick servers are honestly a huge difference from 64 tick. You won't realize it a whole lot if you jump back and forth between ESEA and matchmaking, but if you play ESEA for a solid month and you don't play any matchmaking, then you hop into a regular matchmaking match and you notice it within that first round very quickly, that your shots aren't hitting, that things aren't hitting that should, you know, things like that. And it goes both ways for both teams and a bunch of people. But people who are used to the 64 tick servers and haven't played 128 tick, you will not know what we're talking about. So go play a 128 tick server because it's a lot better. Now, this is also a reason why a lot of people refuse to play matchmaking and they go play CEVO, FACEIT, and ESEA. And obviously, with these third-party matchmaking systems, they have better anti-cheats and things like that. And that's why you get a really good just chunk of people cheating in matchmaking. So I really feel like they should implement the 128 tick servers into matchmaking as a whole, and I feel like it would make it a whole lot better because you buy the game to be good, and you don't, a lot of people don't want to pay the extra money for, you know, getting absolutely everything they can out of these third-party matchmaking systems. So that's the first thing. Now, the next thing I feel that would improve the game is improving the anti-cheat system. I touched on that a little bit before, and honestly, they really should make it a lot more harsh. Now, the easiest example to give here is take Overwatch. Okay, Overwatch has this anti-cheat implemented that will catch hackers very fast, and it's not the only thing it does. It doesn't just catch hackers. It gets every ID off their computer it possibly can, even the ones that can't be changed. So if someone cheats, they're essentially banned for life unless they want to buy a whole new computer, and even then, it still may not work. So that's absolutely crazy. And as an example, I saw this on a video already that someone had already done this, and this has already happened to someone. They reset their IP address, they reset their hard drive names, the codes on the hard drive, you know, any possible ID and address on their computer that they could possibly change without having to buy a whole new one. They did, and they bought the game again, and it instantly banned him all over again. That's absolutely crazy. So that dude is essentially banned for life, and I think that is awesome because once a hacker, always a hacker, am I right? Now, the next thing on the list that can be implemented, if I could even talk right, or changed in CSGO to make it better, is to add a 5v5 casual. Now, so many people agree with this, and I feel like this would help tremendously just for the competitive scene alone, so that way people know what they're hopping into before they actually play a competitive match. Alright, let's rewind all the way back to my old silver self that had no idea what he was doing when he first hopped into that competitive match, and I did terrible, and I did terrible for a really long time. Alright, and this had really been one of the first computer games I'd gotten into competitively. I've always played competitively on Xbox and things like that, but never on the computer. I played older CS games, of course, but not competitively, just very casually and just to have fun. And so when I hopped into this, I had no idea what I was getting into. Alright, this would also provide people with a good warm-up before hopping into competitive. I honestly think that would be awesome. I would always do it, to be honest. Another thing this would do is provide people who are lower ranks to play with their friends that are higher ranks and not so good at the game, to either teach them the ropes or help them out, or just to play and mess around and enjoy the game like it should be without worrying about having to lose your rank. Yes, rank doesn't mean a lot, but some people it does, and they want to keep their rank and they don't want to go all the way back down to where they once were. So another thing that can be improved would be matchmaking as a whole, and what I mean by this is to redo the rankings and everything, not just adjust them. As an example, I'm going to take it back to the Halo days or even newer with Overwatch, because they have the same exact thing implemented. Now, I feel they should change the way the system works, such as if you lose a game, it sets you back, and if you win, then it will put you forward. They already do this in a sense, but they leave you guessing the whole time, where you are instead of knowing where you are. So it should be like something like an XP bar, or even just a chart of total career wins and losses, and if you want to be at this rank, you have to have between this many wins and less or equal to this many losses, etc. And I really feel like it should really be implemented, and I feel like it would be a whole lot better than leaving us with this unknown quote-unquote ELO system that obviously doesn't work too great. Now, I feel like it would make the game more competitive and get a lot more people to try as well, because you can see how far back you're going and how much forward you're going while playing, and I feel like it will really show your improvement a whole lot better as well. Now, the final thing on the list I feel that should be changed is not having more than one account on the same IP address / same computer. I feel this would help smurfing tremendously. Like, personally, I don't mind smurfing because it can actually help you out a ton playing with the people who are higher ranks, but if it plagues a rank so much, such as, you know, Master Guardian to Master Guardian Elite, as to where normal people who are trying to rank up and play the game and have fun can't even do that, then something really needs to be done about it. That's just my opinion. Now, overall, these are just 5 things that I could think of that would help the game tremendously, and some of these things aren't that big of changes that can be implemented if they just had a dedicated team working on certain things. Now, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below of these things, and what else you could think of to be done or to improve Counter-Strike and make it better. Now, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, then definitely be sure to leave a like. I stuttered a lot and messed up, but I just can't talk today, so I apologize for that. Next video will be better. My name is Epithemy, and I'll catch you all next time.